Hey guys, good morning, it's Name, and today Majora's Mask 3D is the game. In the last episode, we got out of the Woodfall Temple. We returned the Deku Princess to the palace, and we did various things. We played the the target game with Kume, and got a bottle, which, by the way, in the Nintendo 64 version, that would have been a piece of heart rather than a bottle. In this episode, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and warp on to Clocktown. I probably should have done that and just start off the episode. We're going to go ahead and donate our rupees. Put back our rupees. We're not donating our rupees to anybody except for us. And, well, you don't really donate things to yourself. That's more of just treating yourself, I suppose. Or just being responsible with your money habits, which is what Link here is doing. And then we're going to go ahead and play the Song of Time and go to a fresh 3-day cycle and undo all the hard work we just did, because that's what this game is all about. What's this? Need something? Excuse me? Yep, we're going to go ahead and deposit all of our rupees. How much is that going to put us at, actually? 384, not bad at all. Okay, that being said, we have nothing to lose except for everything else that's not arrows. Let's go ahead and play the Song of Time. Go to Dawn on the first day. We're gonna lose all that nice stuff like our arrows, but it's okay. No problem at all. We definitely need a fresh set of time for the many things we're about to do. Dawn on the first day. 72 hours remain. First things first, we're just gonna want to go ahead and go to the Southern Swamp. The quickest way to the mountains is through the North Gate. That's a hint as to what we're going to be doing next. But actually, for the next few episodes, we are going to be doing a lot of collecting of items and pieces of heart and stuff. There's a lot more is available to us now. And that's what we're going to spend our time doing before we get on back to this story. I'm going to try to... I like alternating between the story and side quest, just so it's pretty evenly paced. I don't know. I've had Let's Plays before that I've done. I can't name one off the top of my head. I feel like Twilight Princess was one of those where I waited until a certain time period and started doing most of the collectibles, and it was just a lot of collecting for a long time before we finally get back to the story, and I don't like it when it's that way. So hopefully this will be mostly pretty spaced out. But first thing is you're going to want to go to the Southern Swamp, which first of all, I'm going to go ahead and play the Song of Inverted Time. Wait, that would be the... I was about to play the Inverted Song of Soaring, like that exists. And actually, I just played the Song of Double Time rather than the Song of Inverted Time. Excuse me. No, thank you. Let's go ahead and try that again. I really like the Inverted Song of Time a lot. It sounds really sad. Yes, let's slow the current flow of time. It's kind of weird. Things got like green there in the last frame before all the white flooded in. Anyways, you're gonna want to go ahead and warp here because if you go north, you'll be able to see Tingle immediately. And we're gonna shoot him down and take a picture of him. Why, you might ask? Well, if you talk to the tourist center guy at the Swamp Tourist Center, he will tell you that there is a photo competition going on. He wants you to get a picture of someone who is picturesque, someone who looks good in front of a camera. Who looks better in front of a camera than Tingle himself? I kind of want him to look this way. There you go, that's a pretty good photo of him. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and keep this picture. Now, I feel like they got a little bit, I could be totally wrong, this could just be my perception, but I feel like in the Nintendo, well, in the 3DS version, the Tourist Center guide is a little bit less picky on what kind of photos he wants, but there's two things you can take a picture of. You can either take a picture of Tingle, which is a lot easier to take a picture of, or you can take a picture of the Deku King. It's a lot easier to take a picture of Tingle. I mean, he's right there. Let's go ahead and take a picture of him. I feel like he's a little bit less picky about what pictures he accepts in this version of the game, I suppose in the Nintendo 64 version, but that could just be my imagination. Not entirely sure. Well, good wait, this is the first time to the swamp. In that case, try our famous boat cruise. Yeah, all of the dialogue we've seen previously. You mean there's no one at the window? Strange. I hate to ask a potential customer, but could you go fetch Kume? We've already done this before, but if you talk to him again, blimey, where is he? My spoiled son is slacking off again. A man at his age has no business searching for fairies. A man searching for fairies. Who do we know who fits that description? Oh, welcome. My apologies, that has nothing to do with you. Well, have you taken any nice photographs? Well, now that we have the camera, which we obtained after, well, the first time of saving the swamp, we can go ahead and show him the picture we have of Tingle now that we've been able to take pictures. Wow, that's my son. Eesh, is he still doing that sort of thing? How humiliating, this guy. He's my son. As old as he is, he still does some pretty silly stuff. I guess I spoiled him too much when I was raising him, but he really is a kind-hearted boy. Well, thank you for going through all that trouble. This is just a small token of my gratitude. And we will get Piece of Heart number 12. Just for that. But could you tell my son something for me? Could you please ask him not to go out in that outfit anymore? So I believe I mentioned previously that there's no way of you knowing that this is Tingle's father, but it actually is confirmed through the side quest that I'd forgotten about. You show the man from the Swamp Tourist Center a pictograph of someone photogenic. In return, he gave you a piece of heart. So yeah, pretty cool. Another quick thing that you can do, and something that actually I recommend you do, there's one more special thing he will do if you take a picture of this thing. Just backflip down the stairs, because that's the coolest way to do it. Go over here and take a picture of the big Octorok that's right over here. Because if you do that and return it to him, he will give us something that we actually will kind of need. In just a moment, yep, go ahead and keep this picture. I'm going to go on up and show him that and see what he has to think of the big Octorok. Today is Friday. I am going home later today. In the meantime, I have a astronomy lab that I need to take care of, which I will be leaving to promptly after this recording, and I'm also doing laundry right now. It is in the dryer downstairs, but it's a really nice rainy day. I really like rainy, cozy days like this. They're my favorite. Well, I'll be taking any nice photographs. Indeed we have. We took one of this big Octorok. Ooh, this is a big Octo. I'm pretty sure others have taken photographs of those before, but if you get too close to one of those things, they'll suck you in, so it's pretty hard to take a decent shot. Now then, please choose your prize. There are Bokuru's or 20 rupees? Let's go with the 20 rupees. Which is actually something we need. Next, for the next thing we're going to be doing, this is a side quest that I mentioned in the last episode that I really don't like all that much. We're going to need a couple of things before we go ahead and do it. We're going to need 2 magic beans, which are 10 rupees a piece, which is why I went ahead and got that 20 rupees by taking a picture of the Octorok. Thanks for stopping by. You're not from here, are you? He sells magic beans at deku scrubs only. He will not sell them to the like of us. And we do not have the title deed that he wants, so let's just go ahead and transform back into a deku. So he will be willing to sell beans to us. Yes, I want beans. In fact, we actually want 2 beans for this. Trust me. Let's go ahead and do one more. Alright, that being said, the next thing that we're going to need, which we can get very easily, just roll or spin, whatever does your fancy right over here. We're going to need to get some arrows first of all. You can easily get the 30 arrows right over here, I believe. Yep, already at 30 arrows, and come right over here. Spin in the grass. You're going to see a fairy, which is pretty nice. You can go ahead and scoop that up if you'd like to, but if you have... I think you do not need 2 bottles for the side quest. You only need 1. But at one point, it will be very useful for us to use both. So I'm not going to go ahead and store that fairy. I'm going to keep both my bottles open. So now that we have that, we have a deku stick, we have arrows, and we have magic beans. We have everything that we need. There are a few ways to get to where we're going, the easiest of which is to go ahead and take the boat cruise. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a picture of anything, because if we take any kind of photograph whatsoever, the tourist center guy will give us a free ride to the southern swamp. So let's just go take a picture of... I wish this was the Wind Waker HD and we were able to take a selfie of Link and submit that. That'd be really cool. Man, I love that little function they added in. It's so cute that they added in you can take a selfie in Wind Waker HD. I love that so much. Let's go ahead and take a picture of the deku, of the business scrub, excuse me. He looks pretty nice in that picture. Yeah, sure, let's go ahead and use that for him. I mean, I don't want to take a bad picture of the guy and submit it. I mean, nobody would want to see that. Hello, Tourist Center. I have yet another photograph. Oh, did you say it's for humans only? Yeah. Oh, racism. Forgot about that. Sorry, let me just transform right in front of you. Yes, I'm taking some very nice photographs. This one right here. It's a deku scrub. Hopefully you don't... it's kind of a standard shot, don't you think? Maybe. I bet you're saying that because it's a deku, aren't you? No, not really. It's not why he's saying it. If you take any kind of regular picture, he will say that. Well, it's not exactly a bad shot, I suppose. Alright, choose your prize. 5 rupees or the boat cruise? Let's go with the boat cruise. You're a challenger, aren't you? Alright, off you go. I'll go to the boat cruise. Take out your pictograph box and then take pictures. Enjoy the scenery to your heart's content. It is really nice going through here early in the day when the sun is a little bit lower in the sky and things are a bit brighter. I like it a lot, but if you look, now that we reset the 3-day cycle, the swamp is once again poisoned, the water is yellow. I miss the swamp being cleaned, and I wish we didn't have to go through all that effort just to clean the swamp, because, you know, I mean, you get to see it for a little while, but then once you reset, you have to see the swamp all ugly and disgusting again, so, I don't know, that kind of bums me out, but hey, that's time travel for you, am I right? Other things I'm doing today, I'm going home later today, I'm really looking forward to that. I just saw my parents yesterday because, like I said, I got that new place that I'm going to be staying at next semester. I mentioned that in the last episode. and they were down and we were looking into places, so I got to see them yesterday. That was nice. Hopefully I can spend a little bit more time with my sister this weekend, because I didn't get a chance to do that last time. Dead ahead, you'll see a rowdy big Octorok blocking the way. The only way to get through it is by nudging the big guy momentarily, so hold on to your britches. I remember when the first time that we went through here, that text moved too fast for me to read, so at least I got another chance to read it for you guys. I'm also going to be working a very long shift tomorrow, which I think I mentioned in the last video, so looking forward to that. Actually, part of me feels kind of weird about it, and this is why. I went back to my old work recently because I wanted to get a lot of recommendation from my old manager, because I'm signing up for a program this summer, which I may or may not have mentioned that. That's another talking topic. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and disembark. Is the fact that I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. I'm applying for a summer program this summer. It's kind of redundant. I'm applying for a summer program so that I can go to Japan for 8 to 10 weeks and study Japanese. Anyways, I needed a letter of recommendation for that, so I went to my old work to get a letter of recommendation from my old manager. So I went there. Work was very busy, so I went ahead and sat in the back, and I was waiting for things to die down a little bit before I would talk to my manager, because I'm not going to talk to him while things are really busy. And while I was sitting there, one of my other managers came in. Actually, I've been there longer than said manager. The manager sat down, started having a conversation with me, and I was like, well, I'm not, I guess I'll talk to her, because, I mean, if someone sits down and starts talking to you, what are you going to do, ignore them? No, you're going to have a conversation with them. So I was talking to that person, and then my general manager comes in, who is the only person, the highest person that's not the owner of the store comes in. She sees me talking to this manager and says, Cameron, you're gonna have to leave. You'll have to visit some other time. So I basically got kicked out of my old work, which, gotta say, it hurt my feelings pretty bad. But, I mean, I think her perception was that I came in there and I was distracting the manager who should be working. She said, we need all hands on deck right now and you have to come some other time. But I was just sitting there, not harming anybody, dude, just waiting for business to die down so I could quickly tell my manager, hey, check your text messages. I mean, that's the only reason why I was there. So it was a bit disappointing. Kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but, it's been a few days. So I've gotten over it, don't worry. Dog, why are you here? Anyways, I neglected to read the title. That was a very weird camera angle. I neglected to read the title of the place we just entered. Let me give myself another chance. Swamp Spider House. I believe in the Nintendo 64 version, it instead was called the Fearful Spider House. Not the Swamp Spider House, another subtle difference if I'm correct in saying that that is a difference. Should you come right over here? Skulltula, not really. Ah, help me, I am not a monster. The spider's curse, it made me this way. I beg of you, in here, find them all. The gold ones, the cursed spiders. Defeat them quickly. And when you defeat them, don't forget the spider token. It contains a spider's spirit. If you lift the curse, I'll teach you something good. Hurry, please, this is awful. This, in Ocarina of Time, there was a much longer Golden Skulltula side quest where you had to go all throughout the game and find the Golden Skulltulas and bring the tokens back to just one. It's a bit better the way they do it in the 64 version. It's not as big of a collectible. You just go into one of these spider houses and you help the guy out. So I like the way it's done in Majora's Mask a lot more, but I mean, it's kind of hard to compare the two. It's comparing apples and oranges. It's same concept, just done a lot differently in Majora's Mask. That being said, there's something we're going to want to go ahead and grab. Make sure you have an empty bottle. Go ahead and lift this rock right over here, and go ahead and grab yourself some buggeroons, as I've been calling them recently. You caught a bug in a bottle. Singular bug. Remember that it says a singular bug in a bottle. Anyways, let's go ahead and enter on through. What does this sign say? Sign, I can't read Hylian. What do you say? House cleaning tips for exterminating spiders. Spiders make a distinct, loud sound, so follow your ears to find them. Spiders that are hidden high up can be attacked using items that have a far reach. Hidden spiders will come out if you roll into them, so don't panic. You can also rely on habits of bugs to draw spiders out of their holes. Try it if you come across a suspicious hole. A house disturbance is akin to a heart disturbance. Exterminate those spiders and bring life back to this place. Thank you very much, motivational sign. I will indeed do so. Coming in here, there are going to be 30. If you listen quietly, I'm going to be quiet so you guys can actually listen to the game audio. That chomping sound is the sound of these spiders. If you hear that when you're in a room, Golden Skulltula Spirit, this is your first one. If you hear that sound when you're in a room, you can bet that there is a Golden Skulltula in there for you to kill and collect its token. That being said, that was number 1. Come right over here and slash these pots for Golden Skulltula number 2. There are 30 for us to collect, and some of them are actually kind of difficult to collect, I must admit. And actually, how much time am I going to have? 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, I am back. I had to kind of evaluate quickly how much time I had to record this segment because there are 30 of them for us to collect, and it's very easy to forget one of them, so I'm afraid that I'm going to miss one and then spend a very long time looking for it. But I'm going to try to knock this out relatively quick for you guys, and I won't show too much time on camera of me hunting for them and you guys having to just bear through me not knowing what I'm doing. Oh, there is one right there. That's the one I was looking for. Alright, Gold Skulltula, Spirit number 3. Come over here to the east side and to the west side. This is why we need the bugs, and in fact, I should have grabbed 2 earlier as opposed to just grabbing 1. Wish I would have done that. Now, if you look on the wall, you're going to see a soft spot into the wall right there that's being shown. Go ahead next to the floor that's right next to that spot on the wall. Pour out bugs. They'll go ahead and crawl on in. And the spider will be pushed on out. So we need to go ahead and get some more spiders. I'll be back here in just a moment. Alright, and now we're going to want to go over here to the opposite side. And there is another hole in the wall. Go ahead and not take off your bunny hood. Let's go ahead and pour out the bugs once again. That's going to give us another golden skulltula. Actually, very random thing to say. I remember that, so I've Let's Played this game before, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the Let's Play. I've Let's Played it in the past, and I remember when I was recording this portion of the Let's Play, the Fearful Spider House, or the Swamp Spider House, as it's called in this game. I remember my first time, well, my first Let's Play of this, when I was in here, I had my friend Grand Spectre. He was my co-commentator, and I realized that I don't really have co-commentators anymore. I'm kind of curious as to how you guys feel about that. Do you guys like co-commentators, or is that really not your thing? Let me know, I'm kind of curious. One thing that I forgot to go ahead and grab is come right out here to the middle room, and you're going to want to scoop a bottle of spring water into one of your bottles. It's really helpful if you have 2 bottles of water. It'll save you some trips, and you can just hold more. It's more convenient for sure. You're going to want to come right over here, go ahead and put on your blast mask, or you can use a bomb if you have that, and you want to use that instead. Let's go ahead and put the blast mask on, press B to explode. It's going to go ahead and blast that boulder away. Now we're going to be able to go and plant a magic bean right down here. And then pour our water on top. And we go ahead and grab in what is, in my opinion, the most annoying golden skulltula in this place. Let's go ahead and shoot it down first. Or actually, looks like I'm not gonna get the chance to. Wow, I got it on my first try. When I was practicing this last night, I went up and down that plant platform so many times trying to grab that gold skulltula. It was so difficult for me because I killed it, and then it was a matter of hopping off at the right time to be able to grab it, because it doesn't come down to the ground, so you need to grab it at that height, and it was really, really annoying and very difficult. We've already gotten 8 of them. We're making really good progress. Now, we don't really need to break these, but it's satisfying to go ahead and just break these really quick. You can break these crates by rolling into them, as I have been doing. There you go. Now, other things that are going to be going on this weekend, nothing much, really. For those of you who don't know, I'm really into college football, and my university has a semi-decent team this year. We've been doing okay, and we have one of our most important games of the season tomorrow, and I'm really, really excited for that. Let's go ahead and roll. Oh, I didn't quite make the distance. If I had my bunny hood, I think I could have leaped a little bit farther. Oh well, let's go ahead and put that bunny hood on. Speaking of it, I'm really excited for that game. I'm not so sure what time it's going to be. I actually, now thinking about it, might be working during the time that the game is going on. Hopefully not so, because it's a really important game and I want to watch it. But yeah, football is definitely the big thing here in America. I know I have some people, I definitely have friends who are in countries such as Great Britain and other places in Europe, and I know that soccer is the big thing in most places, but football is definitely akin to here in America as to like how hyped it is for like soccer, or aka football in other countries. American football. I feel bad calling soccer soccer when talking to people who aren't American. I feel like I'm imposing my culture upon them. I don't know. It's probably not that deep, but I feel a little bit bad. Let's see. My memory is a little bit hazy, I believe. Yep, haha! No, I did not want to take this picture. I want to go ahead and slash you! I came right at the right time. I remember there's a golden skulltula right there. That's what I was thinking. Let's see, is there a golden skulltula? Oh no, the golden skulltula is right over here. Now, this one you can go ahead and shoot down with an arrow or with your snot. Just go ahead and kill him. And then we're gonna go into our deku form and fly on over. Believe it or not, but we're gonna be able to grab that without having to fall back down to the previous room and climb back up if we are lucky. Let's go ahead and go over to this pink deku flower right over here. Now, one thing that I've been thinking about, this is just a thought, but since I'm gonna be living on my own for actually technically my first time, because I have a roommate here right now here in college, I'm gonna be living on my own for the very first time come next semester when I am living in this new place. If I wanted to, I could do vlogs. I probably wouldn't do vlogs showing me like at my college because that's kind of awkward. I mean, at least in my opinion, I don't know. I don't think I would want to record vlogs in my university, but I could record them when I'm out and about in my town and when I am at my home and just updating you guys on stuff. So I've been thinking about trying that out. I've done vlogs before. I've done vlogs when I was at MAGFest, and I really enjoyed those. Oof, I need to go ahead and grab some more bugs. Do I have some more bugs? Haha, I do have some more bugs. I'm very glad I grabbed more bugs. Let's go ahead and put those out right here. And I'm thinking about vlogging this next MAGFest trip that I'm going on, which I am going to MAGFest. I believe I mentioned that. Really excited for that. But also kind of a little anxious about it too, because one of my friends who I usually go to MAGFest with, my friend Josh, aka Halkery, he's been on my channel plenty of times before. He will not be joining us on this trip to MAGFest, so it's a little disappointing, especially being that I was going to be riding with him up to MAGFest, and now instead I'm going to be riding with another friend who I'm not quite as familiar with, not quite as close with, but it's okay. I mean, it's fine. It's still gonna be fun, of course. And if my memory's correct, I have not missed any of these golden skulltulas yet, which I'm really impressed to say for myself. Now, right up here, you'll want to go ahead and shoot down all these beehives, or actually, you don't need to shoot down all of them. Yes, if you shoot down that last one right up here, a bee will appear. I don't want to disturb the bee. I'm sure he spent a very long time creating that nest. I don't want to take it away from him. Don't shoot that middle one. Just shoot all the other ones, because when you shoot those down, you'll get golden skulltulas and you won't get an angry bee. Golden skulltula number 15. Come over here and break these pots. That's number 16 right over here. Let's go ahead and transform back into our Hylian form and roll into these pots right over here. Now, see, this is the thing. Like, I don't know how you would really know this if you were if you're like playing this game for your first time to roll into these pots. I don't know. It's not a very obvious thing to me, but that's what you got to do. For 2 golden skulltulas, actually, I believe it's, yep, my memory serves. It's this one right here. All right. Now, we don't really have all that many uses for the Snot of Awakening in this game, but if you look, we have a very sleepy Deku Scrub right here. It's funny to hear him go like, as he sleeps. Snot of Awakening. No, I can't remember it. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. Okay, there you go. I really should have the Snot of Awakening memorized as much as I played this game. But, oh well. Play the Snot of Awakening, it will wake him from his deep Deku slumber, and he actually looks pretty angry at us right now. I don't know if I wanted to wake him up. Fair enough. Alright, well now that being said, actually before you go ahead and dive on up, you're gonna want to go ahead and get back into your Deku form. Come right, excuse me, Hylian form. Come over here and grab that golden skulltula spirit. That one's a very easy one to miss, so do be careful about that. I nearly just missed it myself. Let's go ahead and launch on up with this Deku flower that we've just opened to us. And right over here on the wall is number 20. Very good, we're doing pretty well. I believe, yes, if you listen quietly, you're not gonna hear any more golden skulltulas. Now, if my memory serves, can we lift this rock right here? Yes, bugs. Let's go ahead and scoop some up. Now, I gotta be completely honest, I don't really remember how many bugs we need. I believe that we might not actually need, I think we need bugs one more time, maybe. Maybe we don't need more bugs, but I wanted to grab them just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab another bottle full of bugs. That's quite alright. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and continue on forward now that there's no more noise in this room. Slash all these pots. I honestly can't remember where the last ones are off the top of my head, which makes me kind of nervous. Oh yeah, that's right, I know where I am now. We are going to want to, I believe, no, go ahead and hit the switch before you hop on down. Trust me, that will be very inconvenient if you do not. Hit that switch, hop on down. This one right here is really easy to kill. We just gotta go ahead and shoot him and then climb on up. So anyways, getting back to the vlogging that I was talking about, is this something you guys would be interested in? Would you like to see vlogs from me? Maybe? I don't know. It's just an idea. I don't know if it's something that I would do like daily. I mean, that's quite the time commitment, or how often I would do it, but is that something you guys would be interested in? Or another thing that I've been thinking about that I don't really know how I can make this happen is I considered somehow having like a video series on my growth with Japanese, being that that's a really big part of my life. It's I study Japanese as a hobby, and I want to use it in my career field one day. I've been thinking about doing like a vlog series maybe, or some kind of series about me talking about like my growth with the language, and like me studying it, like updates on how it's coming along for me. Something I've been thinking about. I don't know if you guys would actually be interested in that or not, but I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. So let me know if you're interested about that, and I will maybe consider doing videos about that someday. I'm not so sure. I'm just thinking about exploring new types of content in addition to Let's Playing, but yeah, just let me know what you think. Now, my aim is so bad. Awesome, my memory's bad too, because I was actually just about to say that I can't remember whether or not there were more golden sculptures up there, or how many there were. Just one. Okay, well, good thing I went ahead and shot them down anyways. Be careful, because you can lose quite a bit of health not paying attention to them as you're attacking them. Let's go ahead and climb on back up. Also, go ahead and roll in these crates, because I'm sure there's one in here. No, there's not, actually. Oh, right over here. We're going to want to... This is our last magic bean that we're going to want to plant. And actually, we need some water. That's another thing that I should have grabbed. But that's okay, because if you come right down here, make sure that you hit that switch to make the ladder appear so you can easily access the second level of this room once again. Go ahead and use perhaps bring water down there. Not difficult at all. We're actually making really good progress. Like, I'm surprised. I thought that I would have missed one by now. I mean, knock on wood, of course, but I thought I would have missed one by now and then been like, which one did I miss? And going back and trying to figure it out where I missed it, and that's a lengthy process. Let's go ahead and pour some water on it. For a quick second, I thought like I didn't pour the water quite in the right place and that it wasn't gonna register as me watering the plant. I have to go get some more water. So it splashed you really quick. Okay, we're gonna have to wait till it levitates once more to be able to actually grab the token for it. And we need to step off and step back on. There you go. All right, gold sculpture number 24. I apologize for the awkward pause. I want to make sure that there were not any more left in this room. Yes, this is the last place we're gonna need to go. A lot of bugs right there. Grab them if you want to, but we actually don't really need them. If you roll into the tree, you're gonna be able to make 3 appear right off the bat and fall down on into the ground. There's also 2 that are gonna be crawling around the ground anyways, and the grass makes it kind of hard to spot them, but just look very closely and you'll be able to see a little subtle movement in the grass, usually. Or you can just run through the grass and wait until one of them hits you just like that. That's another good way of locating them. Yep, there you go, 29. And is 30 in the grass as well? Okay, I'm back, and I think I realized, yep, there is the final one. Alright, that is the 30th. The curse is now lifted. Now let's go ahead and not shoot more arrows. We're gonna go ahead and go back to the entrance, so we'll see you guys there. And the Skulltula is no more. Oh, I've been saved. I thought I was going to die. You see, a while back, someone told me that I could become rich and he gave me this mask. He said the instructions were inscribed in here, but when I went to look, I was cursed. If I had known it would be such an ordeal, I would have never taken it. Here, take it, it's yours. He's gonna give us the mask that turned him into a Skulltula. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna wear it ourselves. We get the Mask of Truth, is what it's gonna be called. You got the Mask of Truth. It was passed down by Ishika to us. Or from Ashika to him and then to us. This mask allows us to hear and understand the wisdom of gossip stones and thoughts of animals. I've had enough of this. As soon as I get it together, I'm going home. This mask is going to be really cool and important for getting things in the next few episodes, actually, as to what we need to do. We'll get it with getting heart pieces and whatnot. So that's a very useful mask right there. Anyways, I think I'm ending things off here. Next time, let's play Majora's Mask 3D, and we are going to be getting more collectibles. I've been Camerani. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.